I started treatment with tretinoin between the ages of 20 and 21, which means that now, currently, as I'm approaching my 42nd birthday soon, it means that I've been using tretinoin for half of my life. So I'm no expert. I want to make that very clear. This is what I can talk about, is my experience and my advice for people who want to start their treatment with tretinoin. So the number one piece of advice I would tell you is to start slowly, start low and slow. That is to say, use the least potent concentration, which is going to typically be 0.025% tretinoin. And my recommendation would be, although you may be aware that I use the gel and I prefer the gel form, when you're starting out treatment, my strong advice would be to start with the cream, because in my experience, having used both, the cream is more emollient, as you would expect with a cream formulation versus a gel. And when you are in that induction phase of beginning your treatment, you want to lessen the irritation, because there is going to be irritation and purging happening. It's going to be very uncomfortable in the beginning stages. So knowing that, you want to lessen that and decrease the amount of preventable irritation that you are going to experience. So introduce it very gradually. Use it once per week. I know that sounds extremely prudent, but that's my advice. Use it once per week for about the first month, and then thereafter increase it to twice a week for the following month after that. Very, very slowly. If you experience excessive dryness, peeling, purging, irritation, redness, cracking of the skin, those are all to be expected. So you will experience mild to moderate side effects. However, if you experience excessive irritation or excessive dryness, speak to your doctor first of all. Your prescribing physician, as tretinoin is only available by prescription from a doctor, your prescribing physician should and will guide you along your course of treatment accordingly to best suit and serve your needs and goals and particular skin type and all of that. But you can also discontinue your usage just temporarily. Your skin has a memory, and it will. You don't have to start all over if you have to interrupt your treatment, so don't worry about that. Doing so will actually help promote better results in the long term, because you're going to lessen the irritation again. If your skin is experiencing undue irritation, let that heal first without any active treatment. And then you can always resume at a later date when your skin has kind of calmed down and you can reintroduce the chemical once again. Another tip is to only use the appropriate amount. Don't think that more is more. Less is best. Use the pea-sized amount that will be instructed for you to use by your doctor, and only use this chemical at night. You need not wait time between applying tretinoin and putting a moisturizer on your skin. You can, but it's not necessary to wait 15 to 20 minutes. Another tip is to sandwich the tretinoin in between layers of an inert moisturizer, such as CeraVe PM, which I love. And then another great one is the Cetaphil Advanced Relief Lotion, I believe it's called. It's the one with the shea butter. So use either one of those basic moisturizers as a layering tool. So you can, on a clean face, you can put a thin layer of moisturizer, then the pea-sized amount for tretinoin on your entire face, and then you can follow that with another layer of moisturizer, and then you go to bed. Speaking of that amount, you only want to use that pea-sized amount. And I'm stressing this because I made the mistake in my treatment at the very beginning of going way too hard, because I thought I was just getting way too excited over, I wanted I wanted the results fast. So I thought if I accelerate my treatment by using, double the amount, that that the results would come faster. That's not what happened. I experienced more irritation and harsher side effects. So just use the pea-sized amount on your entire face, and then use about 1/3 of that amount on your neck if you are treating your neck as well. The last tip I want to say, the last practical tip I want to say is to use Vaseline, which is pure petroleum jelly, or you can use a petrolatum-based occlusive healing ointment. Many brands make them now. You want to use that on the nostrils and around the folds of your nose. You want to use that around the corners of your eyes and the corners of your mouth, and then your lips. Overnight when you sleep, it will minimize peeling and minimize cracking. Vaseline was like my savior, and it still is. I love Vaseline, but any kind of petrolatum-based jelly occlusive substance will just work wonders. And I still use that even though I'm in my maintenance phase, of course, of my treatment. I rely on Vaseline as my lip treatment, lip chapstick type of thing. I don't use traditional chapsticks. I just like pure petroleum jelly. I find works the best, and it's so affordable and available. So those are my practical tips. The last tips I have are, I think if you've been with me for a while, perhaps you know what I'm going to say. You need to be patient. I think nobody wants to hear that because we want a quick fix. We want to swallow a pill and be better tomorrow. We want the diet to work tomorrow. We want the lifestyle habit to work tomorrow. We want the skin cream to work overnight. It doesn't work that way. I would say give yourself, this might sound depressing to you, but give yourself 1 year, and you can break this into seasons, like 3 months at a time, so that it becomes more manageable for you. But I would say 1 year, and just that year is going to pass anyway, but let that be the year towards your best skin of your life, and look at it that way, that you can curb your expectations and think, okay, I'm not going to get optimal results. I'm not going to get my new face, as you've heard me say before 1 calendar year, 12 months. And so you can break it into 3-month increments if that helps you. But be patient, because this process of getting the best skin of your life, the makeup optional skin, this process is going to take 2 to 3 times as long as you probably think it's going to take. So just let that settle and be prepared to exercise your patience and your consistency. People, in my observation, they give up way too soon because they're impatient. They give up way too soon, and they think, okay, tretinoin, it's not going to work for me. It's not working. It's causing way too much of this, that, and the other. I can't tolerate it. You can, but you have to get past that discomfort phase, the purging phase, the acclimation, to even begin to see results. Forget about optimizing results and getting to a maintenance phase. But in order to even get to a point where you are getting noticeable change in your skin in the positive direction, you have to wait at least 6 months. Everyone's saying that they have seen results in 4 weeks and 6 weeks. In my eyes, that's a lie, and they're selling you a lie. So I don't, it's not helpful. You need to know what to expect and prepare yourself mentally so that you can be in this for the long haul. Because the reason I say this is because I want you to be successful. I want you to have success with this. And I do think one of the biggest mistakes is people throwing the towel in way too soon, prematurely, and giving up on their treatment because they're not seeing the results fast enough. So, and the last tip, this is not even a tip, but this is a non-negotiable must, is sun protection. If you are not willing to comply with the treatment and application of sun protection every single day, every day of your life that you are treating your skin with this, or any other active for that matter, if you're not willing to comply with that part, I would say don't even bother, because you are going to do more damage to your skin than any positive outcome would be that you would be able to reap from this. So that's the last mistake, is people being casual or at the worst case, being neglectful of sun protection. You must protect your skin with SPF, and then in my opinion, you need a wide-brimmed hat as well. That's a double protection, but SPF at the very least, broad spectrum SPF 30 is a must. You must do this. It's I cannot emphasize it enough. So to summarize, start low and slow. That is, use the least potent concentration and apply once a week just to start out. Number 2 is know when to dial back your treatment or discontinue it altogether, just temporarily until your skin can acclimate. It will be better in the long term for you to do that, and you'll get better results in the long term if you are prudent with your treatment. Number 3 is to create a barrier using Vaseline or a pure petroleum jelly or petrolatum-based occlusive. And number 4, and most importantly, the biggest thing is to be patient and consistent. Be consistent with your skincare routine, protect your skin, do all of these lifestyle habits, feed your body well. It matters too. It matters more, actually, what you put into your body. So be mindful of your diet, your sleep, your stress. All of these things affect your skin. But while you're treating your skin with tretinoin, keep all of these things in mind, and the biggest thing is consistency with your routine and exercising patience. I hope this was helpful for you. Please leave me a comment down below if you have any questions about what I've talked about here today, and I wish you the best of luck. I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here. I see you, and I'm so grateful for your presence here, and be well. Good luck. And thank you as always for watching.